So, Harvard decided to take out the SAT too. What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video, and in this video I'll be talking about some crazy news that's been released over the past week. And to start off, first, as you guys saw in the intro, Harvard has announced that they will allow students to apply for admission to the university class of 2025 without requiring standardized test scores. Furthermore, Yale is another Ivy League school that has announced that it will be going test optional for the next admission cycle. Other colleges that have said this are in Ivy League are Dartmouth, Brown, Columbia, and these are pretty big names that are going test optional for the next year. So what does this mean for you guys that are taking the August SAT, September SAT, etc.? Well, the next admission cycle, is coming up. So for all the students who are applying to colleges in the upcoming months, two good things have happened. One, say you weren't getting the SAT score you wanted. Well, now that a lot of big name colleges and colleges in general are going test optional for this admission cycle, it really doesn't matter, right? You can just not submit your SAT score and say, due to Corona, you're not able to submit your scores, you're not able to study for the SAT, etc., etc. Secondly, it's test optional. So if you did get the score you wanted, you can still submit your score. So it's like a win-win. If you did get the score you wanted, don't submit your scores. If you did get the score you wanted, then you can submit your scores. So the class of 2021 especially, this is going to be great for you guys because now you can have a good excuse to tell your parents when you're not getting the score you want on the SAT and they're disappointed. You can say, hey, the colleges don't really care about the SAT this year, so I'm kind of safe. But like I said, I'm sure other colleges will now follow suit because if the big names like Harvard, Yale, Columbia, these Ivy League colleges are going test optional, I'm sure that other lower end colleges / less prestige colleges will also go test optional. So like I said, for all those people who are taking the August / September SAT, you should still study, right? Because you still gear up yourself to take the SAT if you are taking the SAT. These colleges are going test optional. They're not taking out the SAT. There's a big difference between going test optional and taking out the SAT. If you were to take out the SAT, there's no hope of you submitting SAT scores to the college. If you're going test optional, you can choose to submit, you can choose to not submit. But now imagine this, say you submit your 1580 on the SAT. I'm sure, say there's a clone of you who's also applying to Harvard. So there's two of you, exact same extracurricular, exact same GPA, exact same everything. Now, person A has a 1580 on the SAT, person B did not submit SAT due to COVID-19 related reasons. I'm sure person A will get in because yes, while it is test optional, the fact that this person did get a 1580 just shows, wow, this guy, he's good at taking tests, but secondly, he's pretty smart because colleges, they think of the SAT as a measure of smarts. So they'll be like, wow, this student is really smart, he's smarter than person B who really didn't submit SAT score. So he actually may not be smarter, but we can't really tell because person B never submitted a score. So it's like a double-ended sword if you do not decide to take the SAT or do not decide to submit your scores to the SAT. Because yeah, you are saved and you won't look bad, but at the same time, if there's an applicant who's exactly similar to you but they have a good SAT score and you don't, and you haven't submitted your score, then that student will most likely get favored. That is a risk / fine line you are walking when it comes to being test optional. We'll see what other colleges do in the coming days. I know, for example, the UC system, right? They're known for the fact that after 2024, the SAT will be taken out, not even optional, just taken out completely, and that's making headlines. And I don't know if other colleges will follow suit because, like I said, guys, taking out the SAT is a big thing, right? There's no adequate replacement as of right now for the SAT, and the SAT, like I said in my last video, is a common yardstick that can be used for a variety of people. So the SAT should stand. Right, and comment down below what you guys think. Do you guys think the SAT should still remain, or do you think it should be taken out? And if it does get taken out, I do want you to explain how you can measure students with a common method, right? Because every student is different. What's a common exam or common test that they can put a student through to see which student best the other student and which student is better than the other student? But let's be honest, if the SAT is taken out, those shoes to fill will be bigger than shoes. So hope you guys enjoy this video, enjoy this piece of news that, the Ivy League, they're making stuff test optional. I'm sure that's actually music to your ears for a lot of you guys. So that's pretty good, right? That's honestly what you guys should want in a situation such as this, where COVID-19 is really hurting people when it comes to their study regimes for the SAT. So I hope you guys liked the video. Please comment your opinion below, share the video, subscribe. I'm bringing you guys more banger content.